I always wonder, like, how do rappers get like all this fashionable stuff, right? And what do they have to do in order to get it, right? You know, I'm not going to even suggest what they do or kind of pose the question or the idea as to how they get what they get. As far as like, making a song, signing a deal, and actually living this exquisite life that we see often, that's broadcasted throughout different media outlets, right? Different social medias. Because we get it, right? We get it. You know, certain people and you give these certain peoples what they want through certain influences, right? You see the girl, she pops up with a Lamborghini doing 360s in the middle of the street. You know, you wonder how she got it, right? But I was just looking at, you know, my genealogy and I was just like, I only see white males pop up in my genealogy when they're with white women. And I'm just talking about for broad understanding, just everyone who I see, right? Who has white ancestry is usually a white male, right? And a black woman. And it happened, only saw it once in my genealogy, right? And that was on my father's side. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, right? How is it so important to have, you know, a patriarch, a hidden patriarch, right? It's clandestine, right? It's clandestine. It's clandestine. And you have this right here. Now look at this. Remember this guy right here in the middle. He did a um a video the other day and he was saying, this was his grandfather and it was a white man. He was like, this is my fourth generational grandfather. And I thought, like, man, like all these black people, man, they only pop up with European DNA when it's a white male in their DNA. And I was thinking, like, what is wrong with the country? Like, what's wrong with the world? Like, why is it that the patriarch? Because I noticed that our matriarch is ruled by a patriarch. Our matriarch is ruled by a patriarch. So no longer is the plantation a plantation. The plantation is now a department. No longer is the sharecropper a sharecropper. The sharecropper is a part-time employee. And I wondered, like, who's running all of these things, right? And it got me to thinking, it's people who look like this, you know? Because he was like, oh yeah, this is my fourth generational grandfather. And he was proud of it. He was proud about it. And I'm thinking like this is the Cherokee. And I heard God Body, Ali Muhammad. I heard him say that, the Cherokees were the sellouts. You know, they were the ones who were going against the Seminoles. You know, the Seminoles are basically Miami's. The Miamis are basically Illinoisans, or you can say Chicago. So whenever you wonder, like, okay, how do you destroy the patriarch and how do you restore the matriarch and how do you destroy the clandestine or the Freemasonry in order to restore the matriarch? Like, how would you do that? How would you do that? And I just thought to myself, like, it starts here. These would be the people who you would guess to be involved in things like this. The high rollers. These are high rollers. These are the high rollers. So remember that, Remember that. Great peace, Yakoki.